right now, we're not just looking at a Dutch matchup. We're looking at an international matchup. We got
Absolutely.
Oryon representing France versus Nero from Germany. What do you think about this matchup, Rabbit?
I think it can go all the different ways. I think Nero has definitely already proved himself at the previous Dutch tournament that he is able to compete with the best of the Dutch. But of course, is that the same for the French, of course, because Oryon making quite a run already at this tournament and can be very competitive against the Sora. So I might see a lot of whiff punishes, a lot of different aerial approaches, of course, given that Sora can always have some pressure in the air.
Yeah, and more than anything, let's keep in mind Ragior, right? One of the best Soras in the world.
Absolutely.
A French player. Favorite game, Outer Wilds. That's my GOAT. Can I curse? I can curse. That's my fucking GOAT.
Do that now, yeah.
Yeah.
Already winning over some fans right here.
Surviving the carpool few. Definitely did that out here. Got some good results in the pocket. Of course, Oryon, know him as a Wolf player, has been leaning more into the Falco as of late. Actually talked to him a little bit earlier today, and he's losing a little bit of faith in Wolf. Let's see how it works out. On the other hand, Nero, look at these numbers. Fourth. Third. Great numbers representing that Sora. Looks like we're getting into game number 1. Any predictions?
I think Oryon is going to be taking it 3-1 is my prediction.
3-1. Oh, so you're giving Nero a fighting chance.
Yeah, I think so. And for your side, how do you feel about it?
Yeah, I'm going to agree. I think Oryon has the advantage here, purely from an experience point of view. That said, experience can betray you.
Absolutely.
If you're used to a specific style Sora, it's not going to work in your favor if you get surprised by Nero. Let's see, Nero starting off with a combo, not converting it, but look at the pressure. Oryon already in the corner.
Absolutely, needs to be wary of it as well. And there we go, already coming back with a shine. But these are one of the approaches, like I said, Ramses, where it can be difficult for Wolf to get something on the board whenever you get in that cycle.
No jump? Oh. Yeah. Nero not converting these is big. You gotta convert your combos as Sora, otherwise you're just getting outpaced in damage. And right now, Oryon establishing that pressure once. Oryon has the control. Look at how hard it is for Nero to fight back. Finds a hit, doesn't get anything off of it, just gets out of the corner and immediately back into it. Oryon is out for blood, not even a minute into the game.
Absolutely, yeah. Taking control of the neutral stage, but is it enough to get the first stock on the board? Let's see. Some aerials going out left and right, but still not enough. Where Sora is going to be fishing for the dub smash confirmed, but is not going to be getting it that time.
Nero already looking for those kills. Like you said, right? Down to the up smash. Just saw the down smash come out there as well. On Fandaga here. More spell to be on. Burns it right there. Now it's Blizzaga. That's a huge one. See if he can use it here before he kicks the bucket. Oryon looking for that final hit.
Some ledge pressure, but not going to take the bite and just basically waiting it out and gets the jump read in.
Yeah. Oryon definitely had a read there, but just a little bit off on the execution. Jumped into the up B, got the revenge kill here, but we're back to even. Let's see if Oryon can establish that control again, or if Nero can find those early kills that he's been looking for time and time again.
Like you said, no breaks here. We're just going to be continuing this pressure, and Nero almost got him, but now it's back on the ends of Oryon, and now we're looking back at an even game. But as I said that, Oryon already catches the second stock of Nero.
You see that little dash dance, Rabbit?
Absolutely, yeah.
Very
needs to be wary.
Dash up grab, Oryon taking the small hits. I like that. Oryon always ready to play slow if he needs to.
Especially in these situations where you might have the upper hand, but Nero slightly gets an opening in, which makes him a fantastic position if he can get on from the pressure.
Talked about it, man. Nero looking for those early kills, doesn't find them. Oryon wise enough to avoid them. Does get tagged by the Fandaga, like that.
Yeah, like you said, it also needs to be wary of the Blizzaga right now, because can be deadly if it finds its target.
Oh yeah, can definitely be deadly. Oryon looking for a back throw, not finding it, instead getting back from himself. This is not the situation you want to be in. Nero going way out there.
Yeah.
I felt like that could be simplified, man.
Absolutely.
You have Sora counter, man. It's Wolf. But Nero, I like his willingness to commit to find that. Yeah. Now Oryon gonna run with a little bit of a lead here. The early percents, Wolf loves those.
Some more data to work on for this set, of course, but not going all the way for it and barely missing the ledge, which is unfortunate, but still a lead on the side of Oryon to work with. But not if Nero keeps this up.
If Nero finds an opening here, right? Like there's a path to victory. Let's see if he finds it. Fandaga again burns that. Love that. Blizzaga burns that. Uses the Firaga and uses it to kind of disrupt the neutral. Feel like, again, Nero maybe a little bit too, like committing a little bit too hard to these things.
Absolutely. Well said. And now Oryon also showing his excellent play in the defensive play style to get the grab. Unfortunately gets caught by the down air and an F smash.
No
Wait a minute,
jump?
Ramses. This might be dangerous if another spell is going to be hitting. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
but
Sneaks in the back air. Nero, like we said, right? Very, very eager to throw the kill moves. And at the end there, just going for that single hit of the aerial, trying to see if Oryon wants to panic. But Oryon, cool, calm, collected, says, hey, I'm going to jump over, hit you with the back air. And if you're not ready, well, you see what happens if you're not ready.
Absolutely, yeah. But some critical moments already in that first game to take a look at for this current set, because all the aerial pressure that was coming through from Oryon was going to be by Nero, but at some point eventually things were clicking better for Oryon. Things were eventually clicking together, getting the combos off, to not show any fear in the different approaches that you wanted to get.
I think Oryon was winning that game way more convincingly than you would think if you look at the percentage at the end. But let's keep in mind, the first time he died, he jumped to an up B.
Yeah.
Small mistake. Second time he air dodged past the stage. Small mistake, right? And so, all with all, Oryon was looking very strong. Let's see if that holds true here. Game number 2 on FD.
Yeah, and I mean, I like the counter pick as well, of course, getting some more pressure with the different uses of the spells, but there's no spells if Oryon keeps playing like that.
It's looking more like a curse than a spell for Nero.
Absolutely.
Up throw, looks for the air dodge, does not get the punish. Nice use of air momentum by Nero, but at this time in time, he has not gotten to play the game yet. He has not. There it is. There it is.
Okay, there we go.
Out of the corner.
We got an input.
A classic. It's been in the game since Smash 64.
The old reliable is going to be paying off, but like we also said, Nero not being too flinched by it. To make sure that the punish is not going to be too hefty. And there we go.
Yeah.
Almost confirming it into that up smash. But all the damage is, of course, welcome in this state of the game.
Fortunately, the individual hits are not that damaging. Oh, wait. No jump. No jump. This should be kill if Nero knows how to finish this. But tries to read an up B, gets side beat, and before it's for his problems. Nero really made a huge comeback that stock. Right, like really recentered and found something, but just couldn't finish it off there. And Oryon, I mean, you give him, you give him an inch, he takes a mile, and right now he's taking the mile, man.
Yes.
He's taking the mile,
driving the highway all the way towards the end. Nero needs to make wary of his approach options because by the minute it looks more deadly for his side, but at the same time, Oryon being stuck on the neutral stage. He gets a great punish on the forced encounter that Nero tried to get in. This looks dire.
Yeah, Nero, we kind of looked at it before, right? Loves to kind of force the kill moves, very aggressive. There's one, very well found. But he kind of lives and dies by these big commitments.
Absolutely.
And against a more careful player like Oryon, it's just not working out so far, man.
It's tough, but not impossible. Still tries to get his foot into the door, but at this point, only, like you said, the aerial damage will not be enough to get this boy hitting. Okay, Thunderoga is going to be hitting.
Oh, okay. Small hit of the Blizzaga. Gets the combo off ledge into a back throw. We've seen this work out really well. And there it is again. It works out really well. Nero taking away the platforms. Oryon now forced to land into Sora way more. And Sora's so good at stopping that.
Absolutely. Well said. But is it enough? Because already, of course, the counter is still keeping up. And that back air might be killing from the center stage as well. So it's going to be a tough one for Nero to make it back. But thus far, it's going accordingly. Using the spells as well. Not trying to wait anything out. Any of the approaches might be neglected. But at this point, still respecting the position on the ledge.
And there it is.
Actually, a good counter, but still alive.
Oh, wait!
Oh, no!
It auto-castled. He read that! Oryon still alive?
Big chance again, Ramses, but this time...
Just back throw him. Yeah, and like we said, lives and dies by the big commitments, and there he got it.
Absolutely.
And it still was not enough. Look at the replay there. Okay.
Might be coming back in a bit, but
yeah,
I definitely agree
We'll
on.
save the replays for after the set. Oh, actually, we'll save the replays for right now. Look at that. Up tilt did not kill.
Still
Gets the
alive.
down air. Auto cancel, so it didn't matter.
Oh, no.
And auto cancel
Oh!
that arrow. About how Oryon's still alive. Related Oryon has been all set, but right there slips for a little bit, and it almost cost him the entire game.
And that's where Nero really wants to try and get his real estate in, but it is not coming off just far. So Oryon still gaining the lead even further, which makes it the second, well, pick again, and we're going to continue to play on FD.
I agree. I think just taking away the platform, like we said, it just makes the juggle game that much better, right?
Absolutely, yep. Being more potent for these kind of actions. And yeah, you barely missed it if you caught it in the blink of an eye, but he gets the first stock in such a dominant way with the counter on the ledge. What he was trying to do in that second game as well, but eventually he got it through now.
That Sora counter, man. Sakurai really looked at the counters and said, you know what, sometimes they don't work. So let's make a counter that freezes you in place. Yeah. And then we'll make it really strong too. Like, why not? And make it counter projectiles. I mean, it doesn't send them back, but you know what I mean. No. Anyway, it's a good counter. It's a good counter. And it's working out well for Nero here. Solid lead for the first time in a while. But Oryon looking to equalize here. Has to side B. Oh, but Oryon was not ready to pick it up there. Good idea, though. You have to pressure Sora when he's forced to rely on side B.
You need to pay respect for it, and Oryon was going to seek it for it in a deeper position, but not getting it this time, where try to mix up the throws and eventually gets the kick for it.
Yep, you cannot be Fantagging that way. That's all we can say. Down throw, dash attack, bread and butter. Getting pulled out here. Nero breaks through. Gets another Fandaga there. Oryon a little bit absent on these recoveries. Goes for a mix-up, and Nero's so ready for that, which I think is cool. I think Nero so far has been really focused on going for like deep reads. Like, okay, I'm gonna like pressure you and then like read the air dodge. I'm gonna delay and read like the later option. This time, just threw out the forward tilt, countered immediately, right on the nose.
Yeah, but what started with some succession now eventually gains into a great lead, where we might see Nero changing the tides of this set.
Yeah.
Because the tilt damage is still going strong.
Oh my god, that is so much damage.
With the Blizziga also hitting, might be looking at a fantastic game state, but Oryon has something to say about it. This is going nice, this is going better. So Oryon not going to be in a defeated state. No.
Oryon getting something going. Fandaga's on, so if there's ever a moment to make it happen, now's the time. Fandaga gets used. I saw Nero again there looking for that air dodge, right? He's all down smash. He's always looking for that read. The overshoot up air. Tries to get the delay on the mash too. Like, he is being extremely indirect here. And that could cost you the game, because if you don't directly pressure Oryon, Oryon will directly pressure you.
Yeah, where we thought Nero had a fantastic lead, Oryon made it all the way back. Gets a favorable position on the ledge, maybe looking for the read grab, but not getting it, and waiting basically in the shield, gets a grab for it.
Great patience by Nero.
Okay, now perhaps pressuring with the down air or the back air.
Yep. Firaga's on the field, gets used to Fandaga for that edge guarding power. Again, these reads by Nero, they're just barely missing. Oryon dodging all of that, gets a back air, and the poor DI catches the drift, turning it into bad DI, and Oryon went down for the first time in the set and said, you know what? No. I'm going to win anyway.
Yeah,
no.
It's enough. Yeah.
Nero? No. Oryon.
So that's going to be it. Although great plays and some great adaptation coming out from Nero's side, it wasn't enough for the patience. It wasn't enough for the aerial pressure that Oryon was throwing out.
Yep, and here jumping into the up B. Silly little kill, but you know, we take those.
And I think you perfectly said it as well, is that Nero was just relying so much on these big, hefty opportunities, whereas Oryon had a pretty good game plan going into against Nero or against Sora to eventually pick up a lead, and from there just extend it all the way to a point where he got the back airs, he got the fantastic grabs.
Oh yeah, the parry into auto cancel into
This was
actually
nice.
get red into it doesn't matter.
No.
Again, like oh you got the you got your big kill. Okay, I'm Oryon. I got it, but there's the counter. That's the big kill you want to see.
A great start, but eventually not enough to end it, which means we're going to be seeing Oryon further on the winner side of the bracket.
Well
and
played,
unfortunately,
well played.
Nero still has a chance over in the loser side to still make some waves at center stage.